Welcome to Mackenzie Creations. In this video, we are going to make a folding screen die by Anna Griffin. And I actually created this one doing Anna Griffin Create 8 last year. And I thought this was going to really be complex for me, but I actually had a really good time making it, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was. So I was going to create another one using Valentine's paper. And I thought this would be perfect as a table decoration for Valentine's because it sits up like this. How cute is that? And I know it's hard to see from the camera, but it actually sits up. And so, yeah, we'll get started. Okay, so I had picked up some Valentine's paper from Michael's, and this is a 12 by 12 paper pad. And I'll just hold this up so you can see the designs that are included in this pack. And then I'll just quickly flip through some of the pages. Lots of pink and red colors in here. And so I had wanted to pick up some new paper because I had only had paper from last year that I was using. This is cute right here. These are little cutouts. So it looks like you get 2 sheets of each. Okay, these are very nice. And these were actually on sale at Michael's. So I had picked up a 12 by 12 and then I picked up 2 6 by 6 paper pads. And this paper was damaged, but I didn't want to send it back, so I can always get around that. But I was kind of surprised that in the middle of the paper pack, you know, you have damaged paper. This is cute right here. It has the foiling on here. And then these are cute hearts. And these are like the little candies that we used to get in the boxes. Do they still sell those? And so these are all the papers included in this pack. And then what I'm going to do is I just have my dies in a Ziploc bag. And so I'm going to get all of these out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I picked some paper out. You're going to need 4 paper designs that complement each other. You're also going to have to take into account whether your paper is single-sided or double-sided. My paper is single-sided, so the steps going forward in this project reflects that. So I picked out these cute hearts right here with the gold foiling on it. And then I picked out this color right here, and it has the varying colors on this. And then I picked out these cute hearts. Next, I picked out this pretty XOXO design, and I just love the light purple right here. And then I picked out 2 colors, and these are matte foil paper from Anna Griffin. So this is rose gold, and then this is a light purple color, and it's very pretty. And so I'm just going to bring my example over from Create 8. So these matte foil paper will be used for the top of the folding screen and then also the bottom of the folding screen, and then with some of the frames right here that you see. And so we use 4 designs. So 1 design right here, and then I'm going to flip this onto the back. And next is this black and white design. And then I'm just going to hold this up. The third one is this pink and black floral right here. And it's a frame right here, but this is the nice paper that we used. And then the 4th paper is kind of covered up with the embellishments, but it's a different floral design. This project will have a lot of die cutting. Before we get started, I want to mention you will need the large plates for the main folding screen die. And so I'll just show you, these are the large plates. And then I have the smaller plates right here, or the normal plates. So it's a big difference here. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our die cutting. So for these 2 pieces right here, these two dies, you're gonna need 6 pieces each. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these cut out. Okay, so for these little dies right here, I'm just gonna use the regular plates. And I hope I'm plating this up right. So I have the clear plate, and then I'm gonna have this metal plate right here. And then I'm gonna put my magnetic die on top. And then we're gonna grab our paper. And this sharp side down. Turn it away where you can, yeah, I'm gonna turn it this way because I wanna get 6 pieces out of here. But I'll probably have to use 2 sheets of this. So I'll probably get 3 and 3. And so I'm gonna run this through my machine until I get 6 pieces, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have 6 of these pieces cut out, and then I have 6 of these pieces cut out. And I would highly recommend breaking this project up. First, get all of your pieces cut out, and then the second time, you know, putting the actual folding screen together. And so you'll definitely need a pokey tool because when you run your dies through each time, you're going to need to clean or, you know, poke the pieces out before you run your next one through. So I'm done with this part. And then next we have these rectangle dies, and they give you 3 of them. So we're going to take the largest one and the smallest one, okay? And we're going to nest these together. And I'm going to actually use my rose gold paper. And so we're going to need to cut out 2 of these. So what you're going to do is sharp side down. And then you're going to put the smaller one inside, because basically we're making a frame. And so you're going to actually need to tape this down. So I'm going to tape it down, but I really don't need to because I have the magnetic mat. But just to be sure, I'm just going to make sure it's straight in here. Tape this down. Okay, so I have my cutting folders. So I'm just going to get this on here. See, once you put it down on your magnetic mat, the dies don't move. Okay, so I'm going to run this through twice and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, so we have our frames cut out. And then we also have the inside pieces cut out too. So we're going to use all of this in our folding screen. So next, we're going to start with our design papers. So you want to figure out what do you want to use for the actual cutting screen. So for example, right here, you have one side, and then on the back, I have this black and white. And so for my Valentine's card, I'm going to use this one right here for my folding screen. So I'm going to set that to the side. And then on the back side, I'm going to use this. So I'm going to set this to the side. And so for now, I'm going to use this. We're going to cut some more of the frames out. And so we're going to get the medium rectangle, and we're going to cut 2 of these out. So I'm going to cut 2 of these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and we're going to cut out some more frames. And so I'm going to take my large and my small rectangle die, and we're going to cut out an additional 2 frames. And so honestly, you can do your paper how you want to. I mean, if you don't want to use 4 paper designs, you can just really make it up how you want to. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 of these frames cut out, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and we have these 2 frames cut out, and then this is the inside. And so we are almost done. And so we are on to our last cutting stage. So we're going to take the main die right here, and then we're going to use this binder piece right here. And so for this piece, I am going to use my larger plates. So let me just get them. Okay, here we go. And so it's going to be the same plating setup. You're going to have your clear plate, and then this metal shim, and then your magnetic mat. And so you're going to take your paper, and so we're going to end up cutting this out twice. We're going to cut this out twice. So let me just get one sheet of paper first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down. Okay, I love this magnetic mat because your die do not move. Okay, we're also going to need this small rectangle die. And on the right hand side of this folding screen, we're going to put this down. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, I should have cut this a little bit bigger because you're going to also want to cut out your binder piece as well. So let me just do that really quick. And when you're using like a pattern paper, you just want to make sure it's going the same way. So I'm going to cut me a piece out. Let's see, I'm just going to put my paper back up to here so I can see. Okay. Because you're going to bind these together. So I'm just going to put it like right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out and then I'm going to run this through my machine. Okay, so I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my main piece cut out and then I have my binder piece. And then you do have to cut a second base as well because you're going to actually cut this in half. And you're when you bind it, you're going to have the 3 pieces. And so you do have to cut 2 of these out. And so I'm going to do the same thing with the back of my paper, but let me just get my dies back. So I'm going to cut this out. And then when we did the first one, we had this on this side, the rectangle. But when I cut this out, I'm going to put it on this side because we're going to have to flip this around. So when I cut this out, we're going to flip it around because we want both of the backs to go up against each other. And so we want this cutout to match up. So it'll make better sense when I cut this out. Okay, so I have the back side cut out. And so I'm just going to put this to the side. And so I have my main pieces right here. Okay, so I'm going to take the second piece that I cut out and I'm just going to get my scissors and we're going to cut on the score line. Okay, I'm just going to flip this over because I can see the score line better on the back. So if you have a guillotine, it may be better to cut on there, but I'm just going to use my scissors. Okay. So I'm just going to take my binder piece and just kind of fold it on the score lines. So I just want to kind of prep it to make sure it folds before I glue it down. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just make sure it's folded good. Okay, so I'm just going to open it back up. And so what you want to do is you want to line your paper up. And then you're going to get this adhered. You want to make sure the score line is right on the folding piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this half down first. Let me get my glue. So I'm going to get this glued down. And you want the tip of this to come right below this main part right here. So I'm just trying to get this down straight. So I have this piece glued down. I probably could have scooted it over a little bit more. So I'm just gonna take my bone folder and just kind of make it flat because I didn't glue precisely on the score line. Okay. And then we're just gonna glue the other half down. Okay, so you want to make sure everything's lined up okay. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to let this set for a few moments. Okay, I am back. As you can see on this binder, it's not matched up to the paper design. So let me just hold that up so you can see. It doesn't look bad, but we just want to take it now and make sure that we can fold it. So I'm just going to take my bone folder. Okay, so next I'm going to take these designs right here. That goes at the top, and then this goes at the bottom. So I'm just going to get this glued down on here. So we're going to get some glue. And then this will take a few minutes because you have 3 pieces at the top and then 3 pieces at the bottom to put down. And then you're also going to do that on the other side, but we'll talk about that when we get to the back side. Okay, so you just want to make sure you line it up. Okay, I'm going to hold this down for a moment until it's set. And then next we're going to do the bottom piece. Oops, I had that the wrong way. And they have a little outline on the paper where you can see where this is supposed to go. So I'm just going to hold this down for a moment. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this up. So I have the top and then I have the bottom one glued down. And so I'm going to do the rest of them offline, but I'm just going to go through the same process of just getting these glued down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have all of the matte foil stock glued down, and then I also have the bottom glued down as well. And then for the little window insert right here, I think I'm gonna make this like a little shaker card. So I cut out a piece of acetate right here, and so I'll just hold that up. I just cut it out with scissors. And so I'm just gonna flip this to the back, and then I'm gonna get this glued down. So my first card, we didn't do this, but we'll give it a try here. So I hope it comes out okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get this glued down. And this is Crafter's Companion Acetate, and it's really thick, so it may take a few minutes to dry. And so while this dries, I did pick up some confetti from the dollar store, and I have all different type of colors, but I'm gonna get this down. I'm just gonna pour some in the middle here. Oops, I poured too much. I always do too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that to the middle. And so now I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna have to cut out another piece of acetate. This is a little bit different than making a shaker card. So let's see. Okay, so I cut out a second piece of acetate and I put some foam tape on the back right here. We're gonna go ahead and take the tape off the backing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuck down. And I know this is different from making a regular shaker card, but because this opening is front and back, I had to do it this way. Okay, so we're gonna get this stuck down. Oh, I needed this to go up just a little bit more. Okay, this will have to work because my confetti is starting to fall. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn this over, and so this is what it looks like. So I think that came out pretty cute. Okay, so let's flip this back over. So this is the back side, and when I went to cut my third panel, I accidentally cut the wrong piece. So we're gonna just get these glued down individually like this, which may work to my advantage because of this foam tape. So maybe this is good that I did that. And then I'm just gonna cut this other panel down really quick. Okay, so I got this cut down. Ooh, and I cut this really close at the top. See how close I did that? Ay, ay, ay. That happens when you're crafting. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to get these panels glued down. And then what I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna get these pieces like I did on the other side. So I'm gonna get all of these glued down. At the top. So when I come back, this will all be glued down. Okay, so I have everything glued down on the front and the back. And so I'm just gonna hold this up. We made this a shaker right here. And then this is the back right here. So I have everything glued down. And so you just wanna fold your folding panel just to make sure that it's gonna fold. See how it folds like that? And so it'll stand up as well. So that's great. And so now is the fun part of continuing with the decorations. So all these little cutout frames and things that we did earlier, we can start decorating our card now. So I am gonna just like play around with this Like we'll get a little frame right here. And then, you know, just play around with it. You can take your little cutouts and we can just glue them down. Let me see. So I'm just gonna play around with these and see what works best. So like I can do this. And then, yeah, maybe I'll just put this right here. Or maybe I'll switch them around. I can go like this. And then put this right here. And then I'm going to do the same for the back. And then, so I'll get all the frames on. And then I'll come back and we'll do a few more decorations to finish everything off. Okay, I am back. And so I have all my frames glued down. So I'm just going to hold this up. And so I have my frames on here. And then you can actually put sentiments on here. But because I'm just using this for table decorations, I'm not going to put any sentiments on here. So I'm just going to decorate with some hearts. And so then I also decorated the back with the frames on here as well. So I actually have some hearts from another project. I did a diamond press tutorial on this heart die kit that they had, and I cannot find the die set anywhere. So I know it's down here, but for now I'm just gonna use these dies that I have cut out from another project. So yeah, I'm just gonna play around with this and get some hearts on here. I love this heart set by Diamond Press. So yeah, you can get a little heart in here. Let's see what else I have. I'll just play around with this. Like you can layer them up. So yeah, I'll just take a few minutes to do that. I'll put a few embellishments on here. I love to put gemstones on my cards or projects, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with the final look of the folding screen. So I really like how this turned out. So I'll just hold this up. So I made a shaker in the middle frame right here. And then over here, I just added some hearts that I had cut out from Diamond Press. Added a few rhinestone embellishments. And then over here, just more different hearts. So I hope you can see that okay. And then on the back, we have some more different hearts and rhinestones put on here. And I just like the variation of papers that I use. So I really enjoyed this. I just want to note these instructions is from what I recall that we did in Create 8. And so these are different than the instructions that you get with the actual die. I think this is a little bit easier. But like I said, in Create 8, Anna Griffin always does more complex things with her cards. And so I really like how this came out, and I plan on using this for table decorations for Valentine's. We always stay home and have dinner. So take care and see you in the next video.